Hey, hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Welcome to the show. Yeah, welcome to our short video, and thank you for joining me. Thank you all those who'll be watching later. Yeah, like the headline indicates, the NDC and the MPP came to steal and destroy, and this is fact. This is factual. I mean, I can give you 1,001 instances that the NDC and the MPP came to steal and to destroy. You know, um, and for some of us, this is the reason why we are calling on all Ghanaians, all well-meaning Ghanaians, all patriotic Ghanaians, all Ghanaians who want to see Ghana prosper, all Ghanaians who want to see the end of no bed syndrome at our hospitals, all Ghanaians who want to see growth in production of jobs for the youth, all Ghanaians who want to see the end of Galamsey, all Ghanaians who want to see the end of children schooling under trees. This is why some of us are calling on you to ditch the MPP and the NDC. They don't mean well for Ghana. I mean, what some of us are doing is not born out of hatred or any jealousy. No, none of that. But we believe that every Ghanaian deserves the best. That's what we believe in. For the past how many years, decades, the NDC and the MPP have proven that they don't care about Ghana. Look, today, it just struck me. I mean, it always strikes me, I think about Ghana. Of course, I think about America too, but I want Ghana to be at the level of America. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Today, when I was in the small room, you know where the small room is, right? When I was in the small room doing my business, it just struck me that, I mean, since I've been in America, right, I've never been in need of toilet roll or toilet paper or tissue paper. It doesn't matter where I've worked, traveling on the road. I mean, in the middle of nowhere, going to stores. I have never been in want of a toilet paper after using the small room. Can you say the same thing in Ghana? Can you say the same thing in Ghana? You cannot. Even at the workplace, in schools, you cannot. You know what? Sometimes we think, Ghanaians, we think, I'm not here to, I mean, I love my country, I love Ghana, I love America, I love everybody. I'm not here to bash Ghana. But sometimes Ghanaians, we think, when our eyes open, our eyes not open, no. We are not civilized like that. We have a country that is full of doctors, lawyers, professors who have traveled around the world. But because they are not civilized, Look at where our country has sunk to. Look, still pregnant women go to hospital, they say there's no bed. You are a doctor in a ministry, I mean, minister of whatever. You are a professor, minister of so and so. You are this, you are that, you are the president. You travel around the world and you hear of this. Don't you feel ashamed of yourself? Don't you feel ashamed of yourself? Look, like I was saying, I was in the bathroom and it struck me. I've never been in want or in need of a toilet roll, toilet paper, tissue paper, whatever we call it in Ghana. I've never. And I'm like, all of a sudden, it struck me. Is this paper company still working? Is it still in operation? Super Paper Product Company, right? Growing up, the Super Paper Product Company, they used to produce, I mean, paper product, just like the name implies. And that's where, like, my mother will buy all the toilet rolls, the Rose toilet roll from. I mean, what happened to that business? It is true that that wasn't a government business, but the whole point is, in Ghana, when you are a private person and you are trying to develop, then the public officers Instead of them finding a way to help you, they destroy you. They frustrate you to the point where your business will, collapse. I did a little bit of research. I don't know why Super Paper product collapsed, and I don't know why it folded. But I did a little bit of research, and I found out that Super Paper product company, they started operating in 1967. Can you imagine? We were producing toilet rolls. So why couldn't we build on it? We were producing toilet rolls, paper products in 1967. And guess when it folded? It folded in 2013. It folded in 2013. Why can't we build on the past? Why are we not able to build on the past? Why are we not able to build on the past? All because the NDC and the MPP parties, they don't have Ghana at heart. They don't care about Ghanaians succeeding. No, I mean, like I keep saying, this is clear. I mean, the paper industry, the tissue industry, toilet roll industry, whatever you want to call it, it's a huge industry. Why couldn't the government or governments help to sustain this Super Paper product company? Why? Because they don't care. They don't care, and they are even interested in collapsing that business because they want to import. They will prefer to import from outside and make more profit. That's what these politicians are doing. That's what these politicians are doing. Instead of them seeing to it that the Super Paper product company that we had will be buoyant, and we can build on it, and build more factories after parting more factories after it. They are even looking at ways how to collapse that business. Let me ask you guys, all those watching me, please, if you know the paper products that we have in Ghana now, where do we get them from? Are they manufactured in Ghana? I mean, are these guys not ashamed? Are these guys not ashamed? These people calling themselves leaders, politicians in Ghana. I mean, well, I guess it's a question I already know the answer. They have no shame because they have no conscience. Where is Super Paper product company right now? All these politicians in Ghana, the NDC and the MPP politicians in Ghana want to do is live large. Everything, let's import everything. Growing up, we had Matches Factory. Kede Matches Factory. Where is Kede Matches Factory? Let's find out when Kede Matches Factory, folded. Let's find out. NDC and MPP, everything they came to meet. They are like the devil. They are devils. They just came to steal and to destroy. That's it. Everything they came to meet, they have to destroy it. Everything the NDC and the MPP came to meet, they have to destroy it. They steal and destroy. These are facts. These are facts. These are facts. And they have found a way to make Ghanaians, hate everything that is made in Ghana. Look, this Okada business that is thriving. This Okada business that is thriving in Ghana. Find out who import the motorcycle and the motor parts. Find out. And all this Okada is doing is making these JSS kids drop out of school. Everybody is riding Okada. And when they get this little money, they think they've made so much money. Why is it that these politicians hate Ghana so much? Why do they hate Ghana and Ghanaians so much? Ghana youth, arise. Don't think the NDC and the MPP parties, they like you. They don't. They don't. If they like you, they will create more jobs. If they like you, they will see to it that jobs that are already in existence will be sustained and other jobs pattern after it or after them. Look at this man who died, Christo Asafuma who died. Look at the knowledge that this man has died with. Look at the knowledge. Look at the knowledge, the wealth of knowledge Apostle Kojo Safo has died with. Look. They both did not care. When this man was alive, we could have, instead of importing vehicles, we could have, invested in his business, in his company. Manufacture all government vehicles, school buses, everything. But look, because they don't care, they're just thinking of today. They're not thinking of tomorrow. And like I keep saying, thank you for watching. And like I've always been saying, death, we are going to die one day. I mean, that is one of the things that motivates me to think right and to do good. We are going to die one day, and we don't even know when we are going to die and where. Think about it. We don't know when we are going to die, and we don't know where. It doesn't matter how fit you think you are, how strong. It doesn't matter. You don't know. So why is it that death is not even a guide to our politicians that they should do the right things? Why is death not even a guide to our politicians to do the right thing? Why is death not a guide to our politicians to do the right thing? We are all going to die one day. So why can't they use the resources God has blessed us with to benefit all Ghanaians? Why is it that our resources can be used to build good hospitals with beds, good roads, good everything? Why? Why? Why are Ghanaian politicians so wicked and evil? These guys are evil. Now we import toothpick, we import everything. Why? 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 Look at this Commander Sugarcane Factory, the politics that was all about it. MPP and MPP politics as usual. And you guys still think, oh, Ghana, the MPP and NDC. I keep saying, if you are still thinking, oh, Ghana, the MPP and NDC, then you don't have a problem. Then there's something wrong with your head. No, seriously, I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. And if I see you, I will say it in your face. If you continue to think that Ghana is still NDC and MPP, then there's something wrong with you. There is something particularly wrong with you. There is something wrong with you. Seriously, there is something wrong with you. You know, we've gotten to the point where like politicians don't care to flaunt their ill-gotten gains in our faces. Like, how did that even happen? And this is a country that has a history of brutal coup d'etat, 1781, where junior military officers thought there was so much corruption, and we know the history. Maybe some of you don't know. And look at politicians, the way politicians live now. Look at the way politicians live now. Look at the way politicians live now. With no shame. They think it's cool. You know, well, we'll come back again. We'll come back again. I'll come back tomorrow with a story about Ibrahim Muhammad's aeroplane. Yes. People should not think that we are, like Muhammad said, Mr. Muhammad said, we have short memory. Some of us, we don't. Some of us, we don't have short memory. So, Ghanaians, a word to the wise is enough. If NDC and MPP cared, they would have at least built on what they came to meet. They would have built on what they came to meet. They would have built on what they came to meet. And, if not to multiply it, at least maintain what you came to meet. But all that they came to meet, they've destroyed everything. And you still continue to say, oh, Ghana, the NDC and MPP. Something wrong with you. You are sick. You are sick in the head. Well, I will end here. Like I always do. If you drink, don't drive. If you drive, don't drink. Eat healthy. Try to minimize the amount of processed foods that you take. If you can do something to help your community, go ahead and do it. What again? Peace and love to you, right? You bring the other half to make it full, okay? I love you. God bless. And don't forget to join the base. Join the base at thebasemovement.com. Join the base at thebasemovement.com. And also follow me on YouTube, Ebusuabi YouTube channel. EBUSUA space BI. That's my handle. Subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, you like, share, and comment. I want to engage you guys in, conversations. We are going to die and leave this world one day. So we have to leave this world a better place for generations unborn. Okay? So follow me on Ebusuabi. Ebusuabi Yeah, that's my YouTube channel. The name of my handle, Ebusua B, EBUSUA space BI, and it's spelled in Twi as E-B-U-S-U-A space B-E. Like I keep saying, I'll bring you the background story to the title of the YouTube channel. Okay, I love you guys. Peace once again, and love to you. Bring the other half to make it full. God guidance. God bless you. Bye bye.